Our hero, battle-scarred and seasoned in Hyderabadi spice, now turns to the true soul of biryani for one final dance. The home. How is it brought to life within these sacred walls? How do families craft it, share it, and pass it down through generations?
I'm BiryaniBoy, and I've come to what most people consider the home of biryani, Hyderabad. I'm here to find the best biryani. I want to know which one is the ultimate, God-tier biryani. I want to find my biryani bay. No, my biryani. So Auntie, I see you've done the pre-marination.
Yeah.
What goes into this?
This is basically, actually we buy mutton also, a specific kind of mutton for biryani, that is the leg piece and with bone. There's a lot of bone in this.
Because bones adds to the flavour. No?
That's what we buy. And the marination is done with various masalas. Of course, curd goes into it. And then we have a browned onion, the barista that you call, that we put in. Salt, red chili powder, coriander powder, and zira powder, and a good amount of ginger garlic paste. The rest of these garam masalas, as we call, this is cassia bud, and two kinds of elaichi. This is yeah, that's the cassia bud.
Oh, badi elaichi.
Yeah, the badi elaichi and choti elaichi. Yeah. Then a little bit of black pepper. And these, of course, you know, are the real masalas of Indian cooking. Cinnamon and cloves. There are very few left in this, but these are cloves, yeah. This is that maize and javitri. So this is what goes into it for marination. And green chilies, of course, and mint and coriander. And we put oil, which is the barista oil. When we brown the onion, there is this oil that is left over.
So it's like flavoured oil?
That has a lot of flavour. So that we add.
Wow.
In the biryani, we do add a little more than needed, the oils and fats. You can't avoid that.
Exactly.
You see.
It's a special dish, right?
It's not meant for the light-hearted. So that is what it is. That's the marination. Do it one day ahead. Overnight we keep it. And morning we remove and put it out so that it comes to room temperature before we start cooking. Frankly, I was brought up in hostels, so I was not good at cooking. I never knew anything about cooking till I got married. Then from the family I learned, you know, some from Riyaz, some from her sisters, and of course later on from the hotels, because of Riyaz's association with the hotels. I used to look at it, and you can put together things, you know, when you see something, you know, acha isme this has gone, so that's how I kind of, my biryani has evolved over the years, you know. Plus this is more done to the taste of my family. We have brought down the spices quite a lot, and I managed to put some flavor into it, you know. That's the biryani that I like. Now again, if we go out, I'm not too fond of those spicy, pungent biryanis. I feel it kills the soul of the biryani as such, because
it covers the depth of flavour
fuming,
because you're just concentrating on the spice.
Yeah, too spicy. Then one particular spice will dominate the whole flavor. Here what happens, what I prefer to do is layer it in such a way that as you're eating, you're enjoying the various spices.
And,
nothing is hitting you hard. That's what I feel. I try to achieve at least. Okay, this is the green chilies. Just to get the flavor of salt.
And it's the pink salt.
Yeah, pink salt.
Himalayan one.
Yeah. The masalas. These are the aromatics. Put a few of these.
They're huge.
Yeah, these are big slab.
The thing I really enjoyed also is you said that whenever a guest comes, that's biryani time.
Yeah, biryani is a must. Like people look for, in spite of eating it so many times, they still look forward to biryani when they go to somebody's house. And you can add off kebabs, you can add various other things with it. But mainly, it is biryani. The main dish
That's
is
the
biryani.
center of the table.
हफ्ते में एक बार बन जाती, कभी कोई आ गए मेहमान, पूरे जॉइंट फैमिली है, पूरे शामिल हो गए तो बिरयानी बना लेते उसके लिए। फेस्टिवल रहे तो बिरयानी बन जाती, कोई मेहमान आ गए तो उसके लिए बिरयानी बना देते हम।
तो special occasions कोई फर्क है ओ मसाला है
नहीं सेम मसाले यही इस्तेमाल करेंगे। थोड़ा 1 किलो 1 kg के लिए भी यही इस्तेमाल करना, ज़्यादा भी बनाए तो यही मसाले रहेंगे।
जिंजर गार्लिक पेस्ट है ना?
हाँ चिल्ली, अदरक लहसुन, ग्रीन चिल्ली।
हाँ जी।
सॉल्ट टू टेस्ट।
हाँ नमक।
हल्दी पाउडर।
रंग के लिए और स्वाद के लिए?
स्वाद भी आता है इसके, कलर भी आता है।
अच्छा, लाल मिर्च।
लाल मिर्च पाउडर।
वाह। So powdered इलायची।
इलायची पाउडर।
अच्छा। I'm rubbing खुशबू के लिए। हाँ।
शाजीरा।
हाँ। Ravi G's favorite.
से पूरा मिक्स करते हैं उसको।
अच्छा। अच्छा। बरिस्ता ना? बरिस्ता तेल हो?
हाँ अच्छा, वो कच्चा हो जाता ना तेल, ये पक जाता है इसके।
I'm very happy. Star anise. Javitri.
जावित्री है।
अच्छा। हाँ स्वाद के लिए खोला है।
तो बंद खोले तो मिक्स हो जाता है। दालचीनी। कहाँ शाज़िया?
कितना बारा?
इसमें थोड़ा कोरिएंडर ऐसा डाल।
अच्छा।
ये चावल चिपक का नहीं, चिपचिपा नहीं होता, खुला खुला होता है। राइस खुला खुला।
समझ आया। So we're adding the rice.
Yeah, adding the rice.
Basmati.
This is basmati.
Soaked as well, no?
Yeah, soaked for about an hour.
So caramelized onion flavored oil.
Yeah, yeah.
Amazing.
And a little of ghee also, clarified butter. So this is the 50% cooked rice. I'm removing. Then we leave it on the stove for another 1 to 2 minutes. Then remove the rest of it.
So there's different layers of how much it's cooked.
Yeah, because this rice goes closest to the mutton and it's cooked a little more. There is the one on top cooks little less. So that's the reason they do it in layers. I mean, 2 different timings actually. See, basically in Hyderabadi cooking, you don't put so much kevda. That is more Lucknow. Okay. But since our basmati these days is not having the fragrance that it used to have, so now we put little of kevda. Earlier we never used to use that at all. We're putting little more ghee. Now the meat goes first, okay? Earlier, buying the meat also used to be a big thing. The man of the house goes to the meat shop, buy. Now this time I bought it from Licious. As was my parents' time, it was important that one from the family goes and buys the,
And everyone would have their
meat.
local butcher that they trusted.
Yes,
And
yeah, he does a good job for you and you're
Yeah.
happy to, buy it from that one particular person. Some of the brown onions. Coriander.
And mint's there as well.
Mint also. This
I
mint.
love mint in biryani.
Yeah, mint
So
in
good.
biryani. It goes well.
Very well. Oh, and the barista oil.
Barista oil, yeah. Rice. Too much of barista, then it kind of gets sweet.
Oh, and kaju.
Yeah, kaju, yeah.
Like it's been roasted.
Roasted,
as well?
roasted
Wow.
kaju. This one. Again, this little bit.
Saffron.
Kesar, yeah.
Is this in
Saffron.
milk or?
Milk,
Wow.
yeah. Gives the color and also gives nice flavoring to the rice. Yeah.
That's always a sign of luxury, isn't it? Having-
Yeah. Put this now. The kevda water.
So this one's slightly more cooked because
Yeah.
it's closer to the top.
Yeah, it's right on top, so it doesn't get to cook as much as the lower portion gets to do. Brown onion and the kaju. Mint again. Actually, in some homes, what they do, they eat this atta also later.
Yeah.
They deep fry it.
They deep fry it?
Yeah,
Wow.
and then they do something. There's some process to it, but
Wow.
that is also edible.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes when I've ordered it in like a matka pot, it has it and I have a little bit of the dough.
Yeah, the dough tastes good. I've
It
eaten
does,
in
I like
somebody's
it.
home.
It's a nice bit
Yeah.
of texture.
Yeah.
A lot of the restaurants we saw just use a cloth, like a wet
Yeah,
cloth.
they do that also. There are many ways to do it. At
But the
home,
important thing is the
generally-
seal, isn't it? It just needs to be sealed.
Yes, it has to be sealed. That's the main reason. You do this and just press it down nicely so that it is come. Leave it on high. And
So
this-
high to start.
Yeah. So what happens is here you will see the steam forming. That means it started to cook.
Yes.
Then you will shift it back.
That's a clever way of using a glass lid so you can see, because
Yes,
a
you
lot of
can
people
see.
use the steel one.
Yes, yes. The experts need not see.
Yeah.
People like us at home, we want to see it.
Yeah,
you
of course.
see.
I would want to see
that's
as well.
the thing, yeah.
Nimbu kiske liye, like swad or
हाँ स्वाद
perfect
ठीक.
taste.
हाँ.
ये लो, उसमें डालो तो ज़ाफ़रान डालो
क्या बात है. देसी घी है ना?
हाँ देसी घी है
वाह. तो दम सेव फॉइल के साथ है
हाँ
ना?
बाप बाहर नहीं जाना
जी जी जी.
बिस्मिल्लाह बोल तेज रख के फिर सिम पे रख देना है
जी.
थोड़ा
And I love the family element to it because you told us that your daughter likes one raita,
Yeah.
and everyone else likes another, but you still make both raitas
Yeah.
to go with the biryani,
Yeah,
so that's
yeah.
really nice.
So most of the time, unlike Astaq, he just prefers to eat biryani. He says, I don't want to put anything into it because biryani itself is a complete
Yes.
dish. Why mix raita also into it? And very funny, my older son Anosh, he loves to eat papad with biryani,
Wow.
which is a weird combination.
Yeah.
But that's what he does. Yeah. So each one has their own way
Absolutely,
of
everyone
eating
has their own
biryani.
quirks.
Green chili, coriander leaf, and onion.
Wow,
That's it.
amazing.
This goes well with the biryani.
And it's the raw onion, isn't it, in this?
Yeah, it's raw onion. Little red chili, more for presentation.
Colour
than-
and style.
yeah. So that's done. Yes. So now we are doing the other one,
And this one is going to be the garlic.
garlic one. Making very little of it because it's kind of strong.
Okay. And is this raw garlic going in?
Raw garlic.
Wow.
It's completely raw. Again, the same process. Beat it. Put a little salt. You can make it as pungent
Strong
as
as
you
you
possible, but I mean, this is kind of not too pungent. What I made, yeah.
Sprinkle the style. लहसुन और अदरक भी है।
हाँ डालते हैं सब। ये प्याज है।
प्याज है ना। आओ पुदीना, वाह। अच्छा।
रायता बोलते हैं ना लोग।
I love when we're all waiting for the biryani to be ready and the tension's rising, the steam is sort of being shown, and everyone's just kind of expecting like a perfect dish.
That's the thing. You see, with biryani, though you put the proportions, everything, you think that you have done a right job, but eventually when you open the lid and see if you're always stressed.
Yeah.
I know in our families, before you open the dish, they always say Bismillah, because you are praying to the God that your biryani has come out well, you know.
And all eyes are on it, right? Everyone's
Yeah,
waiting, the whole
everybody's
family can be
waiting.
waiting.
And because of the aroma has traveled around the house, your children, everybody, you know, come to the kitchen to see how it's come out. And in so many people around and with so much expectation, the one who cooks it is always worried.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, done. Yeah, it's done. Yeah.
It smells.
That's good.
Yes.
The meat is supposed to go under and the rice comes on top. I guess we can start it.
This portion's for me, yeah?
Yeah, that's for you, yes. Chalo, let's get it. Let's taste and
Enjoy.
the judgment day.
No, it's not judgment, don't worry about that.
And over a period of time, I was in hotels and I was moving across, whether it is Bengal, whether it is Lucknow, or wherever you go, each region has its own flavor of biryani, you know. But I never, even today, okay, tasted the biryani that I tasted when I was a kid.
Wow.
And cooked by those specialists of those days.
Wow.
Yeah, nobody could repeat that taste. But yeah, in Hyderabad only, I found some closeness to that.
Okay. So the guest gets first takes, huh?
Yes.
ऐसे ही लगाएंगे। पानी कैसे दिन खुला ठंडा था ठहरो मैं दूसरा गैस लगी नहीं दिख रहा है नहीं
You can try with both the raitas. And try eating with your hand, don't use the spoon.
Okay. In your house, Auntie, I'll do anything for you.
Yeah, this is the best way of eating actually.
Okay.
We say that we eat with 5 senses. You know, the hand also gives you the texture of the food, and since it is a lot of meat in there, it's always better to eat with the hand. And anyway, it's an Indian tradition to eat with hand.
Done. I will obey your orders. That's really good. It's really good. आंटी बहुत लजीज है, एकदम लजीज।
एकदम सही बोल रहे, मस्त है।
बहुत एकदम लजीज, वेरी गुड।
ज्यादा मीठा नहीं करते, थोड़ा लाइट ऐसा।
मेरे लिए अच्छा है क्योंकि वो मिठाई नहीं,
ज्यादा मीठा नहीं है।
It's the classic taste. Saffron है, इलायची भी है, घी है, delicious. It warms your heart. And the boiled nuts make such a difference. I never thought of boiling. बादाम और काजू है ना? It's impossible to review the auntie's cooking, but what I will say, it's some of the best I've had in Hyderabad. If you can find anyone that will cook for you in their home, you have to do it. Because seeing the whole process, smelling the aromas in the house, the masalas, the meat, everything cooking together, opening the pot fresh and having it straight away, I've never experienced anything like it. I simply can't review it because it was made with too much love. I feel like I'm starting to appreciate the people and the food culture here and just how the city moves. All that is left now is for me to understand my own personal journey, which is the biryani I want to keep coming back to. Join me next time as I hone in on my true Hyderabadi biryani. What does a week in Hyderabad feel like for a first timer? This has been a truly amazing journey. But is it over? बिल्ली, बिरयानी कहाँ है? बताओ? It's going to be so hard for me to decide which is my biryani in Hyderabad.